First and foremost, there's no place like home. The home opener for 2025 Monarch football. Ted Alexander, Andy Mishaw. It's great to be back in this building. Good to be seeing fans rooting for their Monarchs, and boy, did they give them a show tonight.
Good to be back in the win column. How about that? Yeah, this was an all-around performance across the board. Offense, defense, rushing, passing, special teams. Everybody got it done.
Now, the Monarchs were a heavy favorite against the FCS North Carolina Central Eagles, but you have to come out and execute, and they did that with the safety to get on the board and alert special teams play.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was happy with it most of the first half. I mean, it was sloppy on both sides, turnovers. Colton Joseph had a fumble, and it was kind of tight there a little bit. I mean, the Eagles handled it well, got that big drive at the end, and got a field goal at the end, and they had the opening kickoff to start the second half, and that's when the Monarchs sort of got things rolling. The defense got the shutdown stop, and then the fireworks started, and that kind of put it on a downhill slope.
Monarchs were rolling to over 500 yards of total offense, and let's say hello to number 20, Traquan Jones. He has the first touchdown of the day, 39 yards, a lightning bolt up the middle.
Yeah, and it was just, they started to spread those safeties out. Again, we've seen it before. Every time those wide receivers get wider and wider splits, safeties go out to help them. Running back's got space in the middle.
And then he goes 93 yards.
Yeah,
Quinn Hennepin sets the
fireworks.
school record for rushing touchdown a year ago, 2 games ago, and it goes up in smoke thanks to 20.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It was 16-3. And had the Eagles had possession, could they double it up? It would have gotten interesting. But that run right there set the school record, but it also put the scoreboard up to an area where NC Central had to start throwing it. And when they had to start throwing it, and the Monarchs knew they had to start throwing it, that's not their game, and it started to go downhill.
And when Colton Joseph was throwing it, he had a nice night. How about 19 for 24 for 257 and 3 scores?
Yeah, he was spreading it around, too. I mean, he found Lott for his first touchdown. I mean, Gladding had a touchdown in the end zone. Ja'Cory Thomas and Brown, both of those guys were lighting it up out there. And the biggest thing was, there was only 2 wide open catches. The rest were pretty contested. They had guys on them, and they made good catches and held on to the ball.
And the defense got a couple of sacks, a couple of turnovers. Really a team victory here, 54-6. But let's keep this in mind. We saw a number of new folks that we hadn't seen before rise to the occasion against NC Central. What's going to happen next week against Tech and against the Sun Belt schedule? This is just around the corner. The bottom line is we saw what could be with this team, and that's got to give us some hope. But you still have to go out and do it.
Yeah, well, 2 things. One, this NC Central team is a good FCS team. I think they made the playoffs 2 years ago, almost won the MEAC last year. I think they're going to be in a horse race to win it again this year. They're pretty good. 2, last time this team hosted an FCS team here against Texas A&M Commerce, it was a dogfight, and they almost lost. This feels a lot better.
54-6, the final score. Monarchs' most points since they put 56 on Charlotte back in 2021. Next up, Virginia Tech down in Plattsburgh. For Andy Mishaw, I'm Ted Alexander for Monarch Media.